Is college necessary? That's the first thing we need to ask ourselves. Does the career path that we're looking to go down require a degree? There's a few that do. If you want to become a teacher, if you want to become a professor, you need a degree. Most healthcare jobs require a degree to sit for boards. Lawyers works the same way. You need a degree. There's no way around it. Have to go to college to make those professions. Is formal education required? As in, do you need to go to a 4-year college? Can you go to a 2-year college? Can you go to a trade school? Is there a cheaper alternative to accomplishing the same goal of getting the job that you want? Does a degree accelerate or hinder your progress? Is it required for a management position? What is ultimately to be gained by having a degree? And think about, this is the shelf stalker versus the shelf organizer. Is a degree going to help you become the one who organizes the shelves? Now we need to think about cost versus income. Your STEM fields are a great example of a low cost to high income ratio. STEM standing for science, technology, engineering, mathematics. These are some of the highest paid fields coming out of college and are generally well worth the money. We also need to weigh the non-4-year degrees. Can we get an associate degree? Can we get some kind of technical school certificate? Also, remember that entrepreneurs, right, business owners, they don't need a degree. There's no formal requirement. However, a degree in business and some understanding may help progress a business growth faster or more efficiently, may give you some ins and outs, some additional considerations, but entrepreneurs are not required to have a degree. And lastly, think about jobs immune to technical innovation. These are your trade school jobs. We hear all of this AI coming down the pipeline, but I tell you what, there's not going to be a robot taking a welder's position anytime soon. Those guys have a pretty good gig. Same goes with plumbing, bricklayers, HVAC. No one is going to take those jobs. No machine is going to take that over in the next few years. So one of the things that I did, but I wish I would have done more of, and I would definitely recommend 100% that you go about this. Even if you've already got a college degree, this still works. I do it to this day. Talk to who can get you where you want to go. Anyone else is not worth talking to. You've got to talk to the right people. So you say, how do I get a hold of the right people? Well, first of all, you can try cold calling. When I was working construction and knew I wanted to get into a graduate program, I cold called the director of the program that I was trying to get into. Over my lunch break, I rang the gentleman. I'm pretty sure I didn't even address him by doctor, which is his official title. And I said, hey, this is my name. This is where I'm at. What can I do to get into your program? And he, plain as day, laid out the next 3 or 4 years. And he said, when you get there, give me a call again, and I'll tell you the next couple steps. So sure enough, that's what I did. The second time, I don't even think I introduced myself. I simply said, this is where I am, trying to get into your program. Now what do I need to do? And he said, hey, you're on a great path. That's exactly what we would recommend. And I'm thinking to myself this whole time, well, that's good because you actually told me this in person a few years prior. But he said, here's your next couple steps, and that's going to really set you up to get into our program in the near future. And I said, great. Thank you very much. I look forward to speaking with you in person one day and not over these awkward lunchtime phone calls. So it's that easy. You can do it. It works surprisingly well. But most importantly, you have to do what they recommend. They give you the secrets, they give you the keys, but unless you actually do them and put them into action, it doesn't do you a whole lot of good. So we're talking to people who can get us where we want to go. The next thing we need to do is job shadow. We need to sit with whoever does whatever we want to do, and we need to be with them throughout the whole day. A lot of times from the outside looking in, we see this glamorous job, glamorous lifestyle. Well, we don't know the nitty gritty. We don't know what they actually do. We don't know what time they get up. We don't know what their job entails. Do they do a lot of paperwork? Do they do no paperwork? Do they get a lunch break? We don't know. What is their job flow like? How much do they talk to other people? Is it a cubicle job, or do they go around? Do they speak with people in the company, or do they speak with people, other businesses looking to work with them? You don't know until you're really there. And I cannot stress this enough. One time doesn't cut it. I know that was one of the requirements when applying to my graduate program. They wanted a minimum of 6 job shouting experiences, and that's in person all day. Had to have it signed. They wanted to know that you were aware of what you were getting into, because college it's really a commitment, but not only for college. You need job shouting experience for any career you're going to pursue. Another way of doing this and kind of getting your foot in the door is through internships. Another good option. Sometimes they're paid, sometimes they're unpaid, but that's a good way to, again, get your name out there, foot in the door, see what it's like on the inside. Yeah, you're not going to be doing what your future career aspirations are. You get the stereotypical pushing papers and getting people coffee, and that's okay too. Everyone starts somewhere, but you got to get your foot in the door. Got to get your name out there. And most importantly, with getting your name out there, is you need to stay in touch with these people. You need to thank them for their time. You need to openly communicate with them, keep in touch, be grateful for them letting you have an inside look at what they do. They'll appreciate the commitment.